Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Saturday, September 13th, 2025, and we're doing a general collective reading. I thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I don't know if you guys are aware, a lot of you aren't Canadian, so what's been going on here is, I'm going to give you just a quick summary. Within, I think it's the same week, some man got arrested for defending himself, his family, and his home from a burglar that broke into his home. And he's the one that wound up in jail because, well, he gave the burglar an ass kicking, you know what I mean? Protecting himself. So now he sits in jail. And in the same week, a little girl, and if you get triggered easily, please sign off, okay? But this is the truth. I must speak about this. A little girl between the ages of 3 and 5, and I don't know the specifics because it's a horrible story. Sleeping in her own bed under her roof, next to her parents' bedroom. They're all sleeping in the middle of the night. Some pedophile that lived next door broke in and assaulted this little girl and left her for DEAD. Choked her. When they found her, she was purple, she was black, blood everywhere. He literally split this little girl in half. They saved her, thank God, but she had to go into surgery, lots of surgery. She's probably got lots more to go. And here is the chief of police in Toronto telling us all to comply and stand down when somebody breaks into our home. How fucked up is that? People are getting angry. People who shouldn't have rights have all the rights in the world. People are getting robbed, getting assaulted. People are losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods, their lives. And we're told to stand down, not defend ourselves. What's wrong with that picture? There's a lot going on around the world. Obviously, we're all aware of it. There's a lot of emotions right now. The biggest message here is to not react based off of emotion. That's number one. And we have every right to be emotional, but that's where we get in trouble. We have to do things right. But when we're battling against authorities or governments or you name it, and we can't even protect ourselves, what are we supposed to do? So anyways, the last couple of days, I've been doing a lot of reflection. I've been doing a lot of thinking and communing with God. It is here, okay? We're going to have to rely on our intuition more and more because of AI, because of what's going on in the world. It'll look one way, but is it one way? Do you understand what I'm saying? We're going to have to rely on ourselves and our own intuition and have a backbone. I'm not saying get violent. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not condoning violence. I'm certainly not condoning what these authorities are telling us Canadians to do and stand down. Let people just come into our home and take what they want, assault, pistol whip our family, traumatize our families or ourselves. Sure, open up your wallet, open up your safe, bend over, spread your ass cheeks for these people. I don't fucking think so. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that because that's what's been going on, amongst other things, obviously. It's like our rights are being taken away, and it's not fair. You know what I mean? Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I have a strong feeling that this read is going to be about something like that. Anyways, we'll see where we're going to go, okay? Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message? Yep, passion ignited in reverse. Losing passion, losing backbone, authority. No new beginnings, no passion opportunities, no growth or expansion. Blocked. Not do a thing. Stand down. Not taking action. Stand down. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. This is something that fertility. This could be a mother figure, an older female, mature female. It could be a pregnancy. It could be a divine feminine energy, male or female. This is somebody that's unconditional love. This is down to earth, grounded, creator. Through our pain, we create new life, whether it's children or whether it's business, philanthropy, humanitarianism. It's creative, something artistic. I'm staying grounded, basically. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, this is foundation of families, your home, your achievements, your business, your stability. This is a covenant. This is a promise. God's made us a promise, right? A covenant. When you get married, you make a vow, a promise to one another. When you have children, you, in a way, on a soul level, you make a promise to your children to provide and watch over them. Yeah. Manipulation, illusions, deception, magic, two-faced, out of control, not having all the resources here. This is corruption. Hiding and cloaking the corruption there. This could be institutions as well. Thank you, Spirit. They just told me to say that. That could be institutions that make an oath of office, an oath, a vow to protect. Are they protecting now? It's all bullshit. It's all hiding and cloaking here. Something's faded here. Something's changing. This is divine timing that's stepping in. Gold diggers, cloud chasers, divine timing. Things are changing here. It's about fucking time. So passion ignited in reverse. Make it rain. Manifesting abundance. Little matters in your favor. Unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur. Place that where it belongs. So congratulations, you are manifesting something. Or these people are all coming after money. It was all, people look the other way. They get bribed, tempted, look the other way. Let me do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? In business or in government or wherever. Legal matters in your favor. Remember that. We have rights. Unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur, soul contract, soulmates, partnerships, spiritual unions. Place that where it belongs. I mean, everybody we deal with in our life, whether it's friend, family, business, or love, is a soul contract. Whether it's a soul mate and or a karmic soul tie. Only we know that, right? So this is unfinished business. This is continuing. It's constant, okay? No end in sight, I heard. Proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation. Someone's going to have to reconcile something. And reconciliation could be getting back together with people. If you've broken up and or it's a family or a relationship or friendship. Or it could be reconciliation, making amends. Seeing the error of their ways and fixing it. Unknown caller, stalking, hanging up unknown numbers. Someone's very secretive. Sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Very childish as well. Immature, argumentative, playing the victim. Deuces. People are out of there. Fed up. People are fed up. Cutting ties and walking away. There's a lot of controversy around this, okay? Drama, scandal, and truth is coming out. So people are bailing. I heard that loud and clear. Whether it's a family, relationship, friendship, people are bailing. It could be business as well. It could be on a global scale. People are bailing. They're seeing the error of their ways. They want to be held liable. There's a lot of scandal involved. Now, you could be speaking out about this. Before I started this read, I was hearing from Spirit that some of us, okay, depending, I mean, we know what's going on, what's happened in the States here recently in the last couple of days, which is a shame. My heart goes out to the family and everybody involved. I mean, what a shock. But people that have saying things online, good or bad, it doesn't matter what you're saying, you're being monitored because they want to see what side you land on. And they're going to use that to their advantage. The powers that ought not be. Not all powers that are in place are bad, but there's a lot of bad out there, okay? So we have to know this. You have to be careful of what you say. The thought police is out there. The word police is out there. There's going to come a time where you can't speak your mind. You won't be able to speak your mind. You won't even be able to think it. Okay? Just be careful. We have to nip this in the bud here. Make it rain. Passion ignited in reverse. One, making it rain. Puzzled. Which way to go? Yeah, we're going to have to use our intuition, like I said, because AI, you won't know who to trust or believe anymore. And that's coming. I'm not saying it's happening now. It kind of feels that way a little bit, but this is the beginning. They don't want you to believe or trust your own eyes, your own gut. Okay? There's a lot of confusion here. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. Two-faced. People are talking out both sides of their ass, right? Double life, cheater, backstabber. This could be on a personal level, on a relationship. You're dealing with narcissists or worse, egotistical, opportunists, fragile egos, okay? An apology, arrogant, rash actions, insincere. Okay, since we're dealing with, hold on, let me get a certain deck, okay. They told me to get this deck out, and I shall. So passion ignited, one in reverse, making it rain, puzzled. It is puzzling how a lot of people won't even use their critical thinking skills. They won't research things. They'll just regurgitate what they hear another person say without even knowing if that person's researched it or not. Just because somebody they look up to or they've been listening to for a while might have said something doesn't mean it's real or it's true. Please, please, please. We have to do our own homework, please. And trust and believe there's going to come a time where the truth will be propaganda. It's going to be erased from the internet, from the books, censored, okay? Power supply. So yeah, they want us upset, screaming, mad, fighting because we're their power supply. They're getting energy from us. If this is in a relationship, you're dealing with a narc. That's how they get their energy, okay? It's involved in organized crime. A couple is at the helm, or you're in a couple. Yeah. A faked unalive. Talking about it, thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know if it's an actual fake. I don't know. Maybe these I don't know. If this is on a personal level, they could have tried to fake an unalive. It could be a fake certificate out there with your name on it or somebody else's name to get some money, obviously making it rain. So like I said, just only take what applies. If it doesn't ring true with you, then it's not yours, or only the certain cards that do ring true with you, those are yours. Leave those. Leave the ones that don't ring true with you, or not true, but don't resonate, okay? It's not that they don't ring true, it's just they're not part of your story, okay? Leave it alone. Don't try to squeeze it into your storyline. It's not advisable. So, passions ignited in reverse. I guess there's a lot of people losing energy or passion for something nowadays. Maybe they're realizing, and I hope they are, realizing that when you pick a side, you're really dividing people. You're losing people that could be protecting you. We must stand united. We must stay together. It doesn't matter what you believe in. You know what I mean? Let's not argue over semantics. Most of us want a happy, healthy home. We want to be protected. We want our rights. We want a job. We want to be able to pay our bills and have time with our family. We want our families protected. I think most of us can agree on that, right? We want medicines if we need it. We want education. We want, you know what I mean? Peace. The other stuff, let it fall to the wayside for now. We have to stand together. Yeah, somebody's afraid, sick, injured. This is a scandal. I was picking up a scandal. Somebody doesn't want to heal. Somebody got injured. Overarching energy. Betrayal. It's a harsh and painful end. This is the ending of a cycle here. Okay, the worst is over. It's time to regroup. Pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off, or it's time to regroup now. If it's a relationship gone bad, it's time to say, okay, I can't do this anymore. I got to move on. Somebody's draining you. This isn't love. People don't love themselves. They're exhibiting that. This is heartless and cruel, showing no compassion. We have to start showing compassion and being more compassionate. I don't mean like bending over backwards and letting people get away with shit like I was saying up here, you know, like stand down. Stand up for what's right. But don't bend over and give them what they want anymore. And I'm not saying get physical either. Justice is here. Damn. This is a reckoning. It's a balancing of the scales. No more lies. No more untruths. No more clouding the truth or, you know, trying to hide the truth. No more not discussing things. You're dealing with a narcissist or worse, or a few of them. This is somebody that's very abusive, the self-serving, not very smart. They think they are. It's a narcissist or worse. It's somebody that's a pathological liar, user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. They don't give a shit about hurting anybody. They don't. As long as they get what they want. They ride on the coattails of others, and then when they're done with them, bye. It's a betrayal. No authority, loss of authority. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs, okay? People are seeing, yeah, there's parting of ways here. There's no harmony, lack of trust. Let's see, eye to eye, 2 of cups. It fell out, but I put it back in. Oof. Lack of harmony. All one-sided here. Karmic. This is lessons that we need to learn, or whomever. All one-sided. False contracts. Their way, the highway. Not using higher wisdom. They're getting the consequences. Definitely a lesson. There's no harmony here. It's very karmic. People are seeing it. I'm picking up... I heard insidious. Somebody that gets right in there. You know, they try to thread themselves into people's lives, whether this is on a higher level or a personal level. They try to thread themselves into your lives, into your children's lives, into your family's lives, into your friends' lives. So it's harder to get rid of them. Place that where it belongs. Yeah. Somebody you grew up with. This is children. Reminiscing. Something that's happening now, or this is the past. You need, whomever this is, we all do, okay? Me included. The task down here is to learn our lessons, to elevate, okay? To heal that inner childhood wounding. Something to do with children, family, coming back together again. Seeing through the illusions and breaking free. Can't be bound anymore. It is what it is. We don't want any more of this karmic life, karmic attitude. People in our lives claiming they love us and they want to take care of us, they'll watch over us, whether it's a relationship or a government or anywhere, an employer, and they're really taking from us. The trust, it's all about trust, right? It could be family, it could be organizations, it could be any kind of group. People are going the other way. Yeah. Greed, materialism, laziness, get-rich-quick schemes, very corrupt. Image to uphold. Something's happening quickly. Could be an attack. Could be first responders, fast communication, fast action. Somebody bit off more than they can chew. This could be a warlock or a poser or a player. Someone's angry. They didn't do the right thing. No morals, ethics, or honor. Loss of authority. Has no authority. Male or female. It's a follower, not a leader. Okay. If it's on a higher level, too many people are too quick to follow people without them, figuring them out, checking them out, regurgitating what somebody says. That could be in a government, that could be in a group, that could be at a workplace or friend group or a family. My way or the highway, you know what I mean? Talking out their ass. Yeah, this is bad news, no communications. Liar, throwing rocks and hiding hands. Juvenile. Drama starter. Something to do with families, long-term stability. So whatever this has been going on, this has been going on for a long time. Ending cycles here, okay? This is a family. This is long-term stability, a large amount of money, spiritual gifts, This is an inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, a legacy, generational wealth, willing to do whatever it takes to win. Some people are feeling ashamed of themselves here. You can see this person in the background, that they took part in something. Ending long-term stability. This could be ancestors really not happy. Truth and clarity, they're being exposed. Or this is illumination. People are finally seeing it for what it is. Whether you're a part of this or not, or if it's on a global level, okay, it has something to do with this, or maybe not. Only take what applies. But if it's on a global level, we're starting to see the rot. It's illumination, which is a good thing, okay? Even if it's a government thing and you're voting one way or another, it doesn't matter. I don't go left or right, okay? It's all theater to me. But it's illumination. And don't feel ashamed because you got hooked or you got lied to. It's what we do from now on. Do you understand? Yeah? Feeling really disappointed. Truth and clarity. Very disappointed. Grieving and regretting. Clarity's here. Now, I don't know if you remember, if you've been with me for a while, but I've mentioned a few times recently, as well as the last couple of years, that the veil's going to be lifted from our eyes. Okay, the divine is going to be showing up. He's going to be showing us the truth very soon, because we've been hoodwinked. We've been lied to for all our lives, for generations. That could be it. Generations lies, generational lies. Wow. But this is, they gained something in the interim, however long. Whatever they gained is temporary. They can't keep it up any longer. It's all coming back to them. Whatever arrows they threw is coming back to them. Truth and clarity, they're being exposed. They have been exposed. There's a lot of grief here, a lot of time. We need to take some time out to really reflect. It is what it is. Oops, sorry. Okay, and walk away. How am I going to walk away? People are facing the unknown. This was really yeah. If you are working in a place where, I don't know, this could be financial instability. Somebody's greedy and selfish, codependent, clingy, very unstable and insecure, living a life of opulence off the backs of others, or if it's a relationship, somebody is not wanting to be on their own. You're thinking about walking away, or you did walk away. Ooh, cults, covens, secret societies. A lot of talk, a lot of gossip. Damn. Fallen angels. Somebody has addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes. Inappropriate behavior. No reconciliation. No conflict resolution. Something's unfair, unbalanced. Someone was very impatient. Fighting here. So it could have been a fight. Could be unstable. Could be unhealthy. Could be injured. It's totally unfair, unbalanced. Could be, I don't want to say it. Anyways, somebody's standing up here. Standing up. Standing in their power. Divinely protected and guided. Got to keep ourselves balanced. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, in all ways. Keep things in balance. Checks and balances, I just heard. It was a balancing act, or it might be a balancing act. Yeah. Be responsible. Somebody's got a lot of burdens on their backs here. They placed a lot of burdens on others' backs. This is the end of the burdens. It's the Ten of Wands, ending of a cycle. Somebody had a point to prove, right? They lied, they were jealous, they were vindictive, spiteful, bitter, and hateful. It is what it is. Knight of Wands. Somebody imitating here. Holding people back. Very abusive, argumentative, confrontational. A poser, a player. Male or female? Diabolical, I just heard. Okay. Some of them are demonic. Yeah. Emotionally manipulative. They use your emotions. They want you to be good and angry, upset, fearful, hateful. That's what's going to hold us back, is that's their energy. Anyways, this could be a whistleblower, or a couple of them involved. I'm really not, this could be a relationship. I'm really picking up on a higher level here. It's a lot of manipulation. A lot of, I don't know, somebody's very childish, very malicious, ruthless, and cruel. Sudden departure, sudden arrival. Blocked. No contingency plan. Don't know what to do. Afraid to make a decision. So they want you in your emotions. They're going to manipulate your emotions so you don't know what to think, what to do. You're going to feel stuck. Illusions. It's all illusions. 7 of Cups. A lot of bribery. Blackmail. Yeah, a lot of magic. Illusions, shit-talking, bad counsel. Secrets are not coming out. Secrets are coming out. They don't want you to use your intuition. They want to keep you going in these illusions or delusions. Want you keep you bound and trapped in your head. Nowhere to go, afraid to do anything. Alone. You're not able to see eye to eye with people. Don't get along with people, at odds with people all the time. Button heads. That's how they win, right? This is very karmic. Yeah, lies. This is abuse. Lots of abuse. Targeting. Trolling. Hate. Abuse. Spreading lies, rumor, gossip, and slander. They're petty and they're cruel. People are angry. Jealous. Stuck. A lot of sacrificing here. Wanting to keep you stuck. Struggling, unable to see, not wanting to let go, waiting, scared, sick, so they can profit. 4-4 if this resonates. Hold them back. Profit, right? Control. Greedy and selfish. All theirs, all theirs. Mine, 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 mine. Remain solid, I just heard. Remain balanced. Just saw the Queen of Cups. Loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. They want us to close off our heart chakras. They don't want us to use our intuition. They're trying to attack our root chakras, our stability. Because when we're fearful, when we're losing things, we make what decisions? We allow them to take our more rights away. We don't question, we don't fight, right? Yeah, it's blocked. No passion. They don't want you taking action. Fall from grace. This is no wish fulfillment. Putting on an act. No emotional fulfillment. No support. Bad investment here. You get what you give. It's coming to an end here. End of the line. Somebody's really worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're very burdened. Somebody was very greedy, materialistic, gold digger, cloud chaser, jealous. Somebody's play acting here. Doppelganger, wanting to devalue people, disempower people, sacrifice people. This is greedy and selfish and jealous, lazy, possessive, and controlling. People are seeing it for what it is. Male or female. Very chaotic and toxic. Destructive, I heard. Gonna have to make a decision, let something go. This is a divine intervention. This is over. People are praying, this is over. This is ending cycles to begin new ones, okay? There's a dark cloud hanging over these people, and so be it. They have no faith. Institutions are going down. Crime. Could be an unalive that's happened. A couple of them. Seeing it for what it is. Somebody took advantage of a situation. They're ungrateful. They're disrespectful. This can't be ignored any longer. We know our own value, our own worth, right? This is being exposed. Public humiliation. People are afraid. Some of these people have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They can't control everybody. They can't control anymore. They're losing control. You have this collaboration, third parties. Truth is out. People are working hard to bring the truth out. There we go. This is unfinished business, like the card said. It's coming back on them. This is humongous clap back. Their world is upside down. They can't be trusted. They can't come correct. It's not their rite of passage. People are starting to put the dots together. They kept doing something over and over and over again. It's getting old. It's getting stale. We're getting tired of it as a people. Yeah, we consciously know the truth now. You know, this is people co-creating with the divine. This is people manifesting something good, alchemizing, transmuting. We have the power. Really, this is a card of power. This is control. We're manifesting. So certain people are manifesting good here. Okay, so there's going to be actions that, yeah, new beginnings. Wow. This is golden opportunities. This is a blessing from the divine. Spiritual gifts. This is blessings being bestowed upon us. We know that we're dealing with people that are opportunists. Planting some seeds here, good seeds. There's been fraud and theft. Something's been unbalanced. Wasn't equal. Hiding and cloaking a lot. Karma's coming back to bite them in the ass. Oh boy. Some of these people might be even trying to steal people's destinies, spiritual gifts, money. You know, how do we know? And we've been saying this for the last couple of years about inheritances and life insurances, and now it has been exposed that certain big companies have taken out life insurance on their employees without their permission, without their knowledge. Okay? That's not fair. They're making millions off of people. What if not just one company or two companies that were exposed, but what if it's the general rule for these big conglomerates? You know? What if these inheritances, maybe we're not getting the whole, what was left to us if there are inheritances, okay, or life insurances. Maybe they're skimming off the top. We don't know. They cut us a check and we don't know. There's a lot of foulness going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Gathering some information, using our intuition, new beginnings here, learning lessons, the divine. Institutions, finding out about institutions, new beginnings, taking a practical approach, gathering some information. The divine is stopping this. Or some sort of institution is going to be stopped, or an institution standing in. This is somebody with power. Could be a person. It could be an institution stepping in and stopping this. Under divine judgment, this is awareness. Somebody has to radically accept accountability, taking action. There could be I feel it. I feel like there's a global spiritual awakening. Aha moments. Something's unbalanced, unfair. They can't play tricks anymore. Don't fall for them trying to get you angry. Walk away with your head held high. Don't engage. Doesn't matter what they say. You have to value their opinion of you to allow them to get to you. Do you value these low vibing people's opinions? I don't. They don't pay my way. They don't pay my bills. I don't live with them. Do you understand? What they think of me, what they say about me, isn't, I don't give a shit. It's just windbags, okay? They can't handle the smoke here. God's on their asses. They're fighting finger pointing. Yeah, they're unstable here. Greedy, selfish, materialistic, emotionally manipulative, and they're having a tower. Damn. Overcoming, persevering, putting up boundaries. They're very paranoid. They're trying to protect themselves here. This is a wounded warrior coming home from battle, you know. Tired, but yet you fought many battles. There's a lot of battles here. You're still waiting. But you're lounging, you're taking it easy. You're overcoming. A whole bunch of people are overcoming. These people are paranoid now because this is corruption. Blocking out all corruption. They want power and control. They can, lying, cheating, and/or stealing. They're still trying to finagle or strategize a way to escape a situation. Lots more lies coming, right? Targeting of people now. Wanting power and control. These are bullies. I heard na. Really. Very immature bullies. It doesn't matter where they come from, how old they are. Immature. Yeah, look at this. Immature. I can't make this up. Could be using spell work, but these are people that are not sorry, okay? They're mature and sincere. Yeah, could be using magic. Very jealous, very abusive, very a bullies. Okay? Could be magic, could be a lot of things going on here with the Queen of Wands in reverse, male or female. Somebody's always angry, never happy. Yeah, they're not getting out of this. They're pissed. They're not getting out of this. They're in trouble. They're in hot water. Yeah. Fools. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. They hit upon the innocent. This is the rise of the innocents here. Finding, the collective is finding their courage, their confidence. There's a lot of support here. Making friends, networking with others maybe. This is love. There's his offers, fealty, support. You're realizing these people are playing games with people's lives. Somebody's getting checkmated. This could be younger people too. I mean, I say younger. They could be older than you. But for me, it's younger, obviously. Could be younger people here. Finding their confidence here. You got to strategize. You really got to strategize when it comes to this. Yeah, it's blocking these people or this movement or something. Bad news, this backfires. No communication. Yeah, blocking your work. Bad news about your work. 8-8, that's karma. Support, trying to block support. It's a backfire though, because somebody's put in the work. Somebody's mastering their emotions. There's a bunch of people mastering their emotions and working hard here. This is success. So you were working hard to bring down, the Four of Wands was in reverse. Families, to take away stability, business. Foreseeing, working hard at a distance. Foreseeing things, expanding our horizons. Not going back to the past, prepared or preparing. But this is, healing our hearts, blessing in disguise. Yeah, they're trying to ruin families' stability. The party's over. There's no redemption. Now they want forgiveness. Maybe they're going to be out of a job. Maybe they're going to be out of a home. Maybe they broke it up with their own family or their relationships. These are people. The party is over, whatever we're looking at here. We're going to have to heal our hearts. No more heartbreak. Okay? No more division. No more families falling apart. No more, you know what I mean? Homelessness. We got to start building ourselves up at wherever we live, in whatever country we live. The whole world is going through shit. Okay? And it seems to be very similar shit. The powers that ought not be. Okay? Shit trickles down from the top. Tell me how they can live the life as they live, but yet they're getting paid by us through our taxes to make decisions for us. And yeah, most of these decisions do not benefit us. It's benefiting them and corporations. Corporations are not, well, they have more rights than us, apparently. They've rewritten laws, enacted laws to protect them and their interests, not ours. But they're not even alive. They're not even human. So go figure. So anyways, they're being blocked here. No new beginnings. They're trying to block creativity, block love. This is unconditional love. Block, it could be male or female. It could be just trying to block the people from raising vibrations. Block us from having an open heart. Or our hearts are opening. They don't want us taking any action. This is being down to earth. There's a soul contract here. Somebody wanted to make it rain for themselves, right? They're two-faced. Puzzled as to why people aren't going their way, maybe. Everybody's going one way, you're going another. You see through the illusions, right? This is organized crime. Yeah, you're not going to go down that route. Goodbye. Power supply. Place that where it belongs, okay? We're always, in this day and age, we're always somebody's power supply, whether it's monetarily, energetically, whatever. We do the work for others, you know what I mean, right? So place it wherever it fits in your story, if it's your story, okay? If you don't want it, if it's not your story, it's not your story. But I really do feel like this is on a global level. No, they want the wisdom. Okay, sorry. I've had a lot of time to think in the last couple of days, and I think a lot of us have. And I feel sorry for a lot of people that got led down the wrong way, that weren't allowed to think for themselves or told not to think for themselves. We'll do all the thinking for you. You just do what we tell you. You know what I mean? And it's sad because I'm of an age. I mean, who knows how long I have in this world. But I'm more worried about the next generations. What are they going to have to deal with? And if we can make it a little easier by sticking together, okay? Following our guts. Here we go. The Arrow Master. Oh boy, this is destiny. 10, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is fated. This is karma. The Arrow Master, hitting the mark. Intention, detachment. Somebody didn't hit the mark here. They got it all wrong. River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement, 36. There's an investigation, finding out, going within, doing that soul work, reflecting. Shining a light on things, that's the Hermit. The High Lord of gratitude and service in reverse. The truth is coming out. There could be some spell work, definite shit talking, and poor counsel. Lack of awareness. And that's what I'm picking up there. Whoever this is, whether it's a relationship or something bigger, they're counting on us to be unaware. To not want to educate ourselves, right? To be at odds with one another. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. In reverse. So the Desert Prince, 19. They don't want us to be awakened here. 19 is the Sun in reverse. No illumination. Doing stuff in the dark. But there's lack of trust here. Big time lack of trust. We're going to have to learn to trust our own guts. Because what we see may not be what you see. What you hear may not be what you hear. I mean, it could be all true. It could be all false. We need to make that. We need to be able to tap into our own intuition. We need to develop our intuition, okay? We need to practice. So Ally, or the Arrow Master in reverse, is a challenger. The Arrow Master appears to let you know that if you continue on your present course, you could be shooting yourself in the foot. You're being challenged now to take a look at the motives behind why you want to reach your goal at all. Is this a path of true destiny or the lure of fantasy and ego desires? Are you setting your intention to win something away from another or to get what you want whether or not it's good for all? I'm telling you, I'm really picking up this is on a macro, like a macros, yeah, that's on a global level, right? Or a bigger level. Remember also that life is not a competition. The concept of competition is flawed and encourages a perception of lack. Your time will come. Be very clear that you're pointing in the right direction and don't chase your arrow. If your intention is to find an easier, softer way or a shortcut to your goal, it's time to give that up since it won't work in the long run. Don't cut corners. You need to put that work in. Don't be seduced by quick get-it-now ideas. This is the time to ask for the highest intentions to replace the old ones. Sometimes a new set of arrows and another target altogether are needed. Then you can never miss your mark. The River Queen, 36. The River Queen flows into your life as an ally to remind you about the concept of allowing the law of non-attachment. Remember that all rivers come from the mountains and run to the seas to be absorbed by the larger body of water. There the liquid evaporates into clouds that rain on the mountains to continue an endless cycle of fluidity. Now, what I was just hearing when I was reading that, the law of non-attachment, you can believe in what you want to believe. You can be part of whatever you want to be part of. But as a whole, to get along with one another, we're going to have to set that aside and not put that at the forefront. Like whether you're left or right, whether you're black or white, whether you're male or female, we're all human at the end of the day. And we all want the same thing, or most of us do anyways, right? We have to put that aside. Stop labeling. We're human beings. We're neighbors. We're friends. Okay? The River Queen requires you to be fluid and to let go of rigidity and perfectionism. You will travel far as long as you let go and let flow. Even manuring, that's funny, even maneuvering around the greatest blockages, like water streams around big boulders. No obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others, and watch how smoothly you move forward. You may be surprised where the river takes you. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Who are you servicing at the end of the day? Yourself? A master in the 3D? Or God? Really, I'd like to know. Challenger. When the High Lord of Gratitude and Service comes to challenge you, he signals a time for deep self-inventory. When I tell you, we have to do that reflection, right? That I took a couple of days off to think. Ask yourself if your desires are driving you to become more self-serving. Have you forgotten to help others? It's in keeping. Are you so focused on arriving at your goal or destination that you've become isolated from the ones who care for you? Do your ambitions relate to making yourself special, apart from others, or better than they are? I kind of saw that online in the last couple of days. Laughing at somebody's death. As if that's going to give you anything. It's not going to give you anything, but maybe get you fired. Get your community angry at you. Show your true colors. And I bet you some of these people who did do that did because they were following the crowd. I don't believe that everybody's that dark and that evil. Okay? So have you become competitive, envious, or driven? I'd say. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service challenges you to accept a gentle gift in the form of a new perception of wealth and ambition. There is an ancient saying scrawled on an old stone wall. True ambition is not what you believe it to be. No focus on winning a jeweled prize, no amount of pomp or ceremony will achieve true prosperity. True ambition is the deep desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of the divine in service to all. No divisions. No labels. You can also apply this to relationships. So if this is on a relationship level, the impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push away the one you love or the one that can help you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't shit where you eat. It creates an energy block that repels your desired outcome so that it's far out of reach. Let go and let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. In a tiny, still moment of surrender, miracles are born, and that is true. When you shift your perception in alignment with this High Lord, success will indeed be yours. Now, we have to stop thinking individually. We have to start thinking as a whole, a community, whether it's global, national, provincial, or statewide, depending on where you live, municipal, or just in your immediate neighborhood community. Do you really want your kids growing up in a world, in the rate it's going, it's not going to be much of a world. Your kids, their kids, or their kids after that. And I know a lot of people go, I don't fucking care, I'll be long gone by then. Well, that's just you and being selfish. And you're going to have to pay for that attitude on the other side. What are you going to leave behind? What kind of legacy? Is it going to be a good one or not? Are you going to be an embarrassment to your descendants? Or are you going to be somebody that they're going to talk about and be grateful that they are part of you? It's up to you, okay? Because this is atrocious how people have been treated lately, how they've been acting. Let's get a couple of these. It's disgusting, really. They don't want that. Okay, thank you. You want this. Okay, sorry. Antisocial. In your feelings, silent treatment left out. Place that where it belongs. Cutting ties. People are cutting ties. Freedom, standing up and awaken. People are awakening. Cutting ties with no longer serves. Attitudes too. This is happening today. Congratulations. Okay? Good vibes now in the moment. So raise your vibes. If somebody doesn't want to think, they don't want to be a good neighbor. They don't want to, they're walking around callous and cold and heartless and cruel, not giving a shit. It's time to cut ties with them. It is what it is. You know, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. At the end of the day, let them learn their own lessons. I hate to say this. We're born alone, we're going to die alone. And in life, when you really, really think about it, we are alone. The only ones that are really near us, that really protect us, that have our back, is God. Or the angels. I'm not saying that our family and friends don't, but they do disappoint us a lot. The only ones you can really count on is God and the angels. Okay? Stop praying to deities that are not God, not the angels. That's all I got to say. That was one of the messages that came through as well in the last couple of days. I'm not saying anything bad about deities or anything like that, but there is one God, right? Oh, there is only one God. There's good and bad in everybody, deities included. So you don't know what you're getting. You don't know if you're actually speaking to a loving deity of the light. Okay, it's like when you're doing Ouija, you don't know who you're getting, what portal you're opening, who you're entertaining. Okay, anybody of evil, if you suspect anybody that's demonic, evil in any way, don't entertain them, don't talk to them, just walk away. Okay, the more energy you give them, the more they rope you in, the more damage they can do to you. It is what it is. Okay, you don't truck with anybody that trucks with it. It is what it is. I hope you like the read, and until next time, take care.